Is it just me or is my face all red? This is part of the video, by the way. Rhetorical question to the family.
It's red.
It's red. I just got out of the shower. I'm all hot and bothered. Oh my. Additional thoughts time for Dicaprio 2 by JID. And friends, we have a channel first today. A channel first. What is that? Well, I listened to so much JID this week, I kind of burnt myself out. If you can believe that. I noticed it today. I gave it one more listen on the way home from work, and I was like, I'm kind of ready to listen to something else. Now, I did listen to both Never Story a couple times and Forever Story a little bit, so I was mixing it up. But man, this week, a lot of JID. I even looked it up on Last FM. As of right now, the last 30 days, I have 159 scrabbles for JID. Now, Rihanna's at 134, Biggie at 126, Beyonce 120, Mastodon 76, Tool 50. So I've listened to more JID than I have Mastodon and Tool combined. I mean, I don't know how else to say I like JID. Other than I've done more JID than Tool and Mastodon combined. More than Tool or Mastodon and JPEG Mafia combined. Kind of crazy. And it's funny with this album specifically, I never took any notes. And sometimes I worry, there's some weeks I take a lot of notes, some weeks I don't take any notes. Sometimes it's weird how every album strikes me a little differently. And with this one, with Dicaprio 2, I feel like it didn't necessarily blow me away. At first I was like, man, I really like this. And obviously because I kept listening to it. And I was thinking, maybe I like this more than Forever Story. No, I like the Forever Story more. But what's neat is having gone back to the Never Story, listen to that, which I also enjoy. And it had been a while since I listened to that top to bottom. There's a couple songs I'd forgotten about. Hereditary, I forgot. Oh, yeah, this is a good one. And a couple others. But what's neat with JID's catalog so far, and I'm just going to kind of say that I've essentially heard his albums. I think there's like a Madden soundtrack or so. There's some other stuff on Spotify, but it didn't really look like legit albums in a sense. It's kind of neat to see him slowly gaining. And it's neat because the albums are improving, but it's still JID. And it's not like this huge departure. It's him just refining his style. And going back to the whole not having taken notes this week in preparation for this video, I thought, well, why is that? Why, how come nothing really stood out? And I realized nothing really jumped out in terms of, I need to write this down to remember this, because for me, I think I'm so comfortable with JID. I so enjoy his style. It's almost like my analytical mind shuts off. And I think really with JID, even though I haven't been listening to him for a long time, I think I did Forever Story or the Never Story, which was the first one I listened to maybe a year ago. I don't know. I haven't really, haven't had his music in my life for a very long time. I'm already really comfortable with it. And I feel like, Kendrick, I go back to fairly often. JPEG Mafia, there's some artists I go back to pretty often. And because of that, their music has soaked into my life. Their music is starting to attach to memories. And to me, that's one of the most important things, most special things about music is when you have an album and you put it on and you go back in time or you have memories associated with it. I think it's just incredible. I think JID is really starting to settle in with that too, where I'm so comfortable with his albums that I feel like I've just been listening to them for years, even though I haven't been, if that makes any sense. And in one hand, I kind of wish I would have something a little bit more substantial to say, I suppose, in terms of specifics for this album. But really, I think that's kind of one of the highest compliments you can give an artist, where you become so comfortable with their style. You like so much what they're doing that you feel like you've been listening to them forever, even though that's not necessarily the case. I did have one thing that stuck out in my mind. What is it about JID that I like so much? The beats are great. The features are good on this album. But really with JID, it's just he makes it seem so easy. And there's a lot of artists that do that. Jay-Z always kind of came off to me as somebody who made it sound easy. Biggie's another one. Tupac's another one. These guys that can have all this style and this flow and variety in their performance and stuff, but make it sound like they're not even trying, just cool as a cat. I always like to use the analogy of a quarterback in the pocket and all this crazy stuff's around him and they're just totally calm, no problem, no worries. I'm making my reads and making the perfect throw and on to the next one. Just easy, I think in life, especially, I always think of extreme sports and all this other stuff, but when you watch these people who are so good at what they do and you watch them do this incredible thing and you don't even realize how they did it. Like how did this gymnast just jump off this thing and spin and twist and flip and kick and land perfectly? And I don't even know what they did, but it was incredible. And I have no idea how they did it, but it was incredible. It's been fun for me over these last couple of years learning rapping style and technique and how, just how people kind of put their own personal flair on their performance. And I love any rapper who makes it sound easy, because it's not. It's not. And I love a rapper who can make it sound easy and have as much variety as JID does. He has a lot of variety. Biggie makes it just sound easy, but he kind of exists in that lane. With JID, I feel like he can do whatever it is he wants to do. And I feel like he is very playful with his voice, with his style, with his vocals. And it's this week, listen to a lot of JID, Never Story, this, Forever Story. You can just hear that refinement, that climb, that perfection of the craft type of thing. So I am so excited to hear what Metro and JID are cooking up for us with this collaboration album. It could be a double-edged sword. I think I talked about this during the reaction where expectations get so high that, you're kind of let down. It's happened with me before with Tool. I remember when Tool came out with the 10,000 Days, everyone was like so jammed because Lateralis before that was just this masterpiece. How can they get better? Oh, they didn't. Even though 10,000 Days was a good album, I just kind of disagreed with the song arrangement. If it would have been laid out differently, I think it would have had a different impact. But anyway, I digress. So with Dicaprio too, I suppose I should talk about the actual album I'm supposed to be discussing. I think my favorite track is Working Out. I love the chorus. I love the chorus. The mood that it puts me in with that. I don't know. It's just got this cool tone to it. 151 Rum is great. I was kind of, I was okay with Off D's initially on the reaction. That one grew on me quite a bit. Tired grew on me quite a bit. Strawberries is great. Hot Box is still cool. Even Mounted Up, the one song that I didn't give a heart to during the reaction, got used to that one too. It's just, the whole album's just got hearts. And then I thought, okay, well, does that make this a 10 for me? Is Dicaprio 2 a 10? And I realized no, because it does not meet all of my criteria. The criteria being I can put it on at any time. Yes, easily. Did that all week. No skips. Yep, no skips. But really with this one, if I turned it off, it wouldn't bother me. And this kind of folds back into the start of what I was talking about with actually getting burnt out. Listening to it so much, I got burnt out. Just a little bit, not a lot, a little bit. And I realized, no, this is a cool album and I enjoy it. And yes, I can listen to it anytime. And no, I don't want to skip it. But if I was halfway through and I felt like listening to something else, I'd be like, okay, yeah. There isn't so much happening in the album itself where I feel compelled to listen all the way to the end. I got to hear this song and this song and this. Not necessarily a bad thing. It's not like a huge flaw or something. But I enjoy it. Yeah. I guess that's it. It's not necessarily the best video, but there you go. 9 minutes, kind of blabbering about as I do. Just really looking forward to the collab with Metro. Loved what Metro's been doing on Heroes and Villains. Loved some of the songs on that one, and just those two getting together. Friday, tomorrow, I don't know. It's the 10th anniversary of Sylvia Demo. That would be cool. I've got some mod picks out there. One of them being Erykah Badu and Baduism. That would be cool to listen to. It Was Written has been coming up a lot. I need to do that. I still haven't listened to any Dave. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I still really haven't decided. I was thinking, it's been nice lately not having a set schedule so that I can just pick and choose as I feel on the day. And now I'm almost kind of over that. Like, oh, maybe I need to go back to making a monthly set list so it's set and I don't have to worry about it and I don't have to think about it and whatever. But we'll see. So it's kind of up in the air. It could be another album other than the 4 I just mentioned. Who knows? We'll see. Anyway, we will see you tomorrow. Take care.